Good morning, Panther fans. That's as much excitement as I can garner up for because that's actually the level of. I was actually a little bit too excited because I need to match their effort level. So let's try this again. Good morning. Meh. That I think that's closer to the effort level that they've been given. So good morning, Stu.
Hey Eric, it's tough getting up at 7:30 in the morning to do a review of a game you just were like utterly disgusted by,
Yeah.
but we do it for you guys. Welcome to Flying Fluffy Hockey, the number one Panther fan podcast in the world. I am going to encourage everybody that watches this video to go back and watch Eric's video from Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday,
Yeah.
where he compared the season before Montour and Egghead came back. I mean, I've changed. If you notice, it's gone from eggplant now to Egghead. And if you guys don't know who Egghead is, Google him. He was a character in the Batman series, and Vincent Price played him. And yeah, so that's his new name, Aaron Egghead. So we were 10-5-1, I believe.
It was 10-5-1 without, and now
Where
we are 7-7-1 with.
oh, I thought it was 8-10.
No, 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 no. It's now even. It's now 16 without and 16 with. Of course, Ekblad missed those couple of games. One of the games that we happened to win. But I was just liberal with the numbers and just cut it right when.
But you also threw in some other stats,
Yeah,
specifically Matthew Kachuk.
yeah. That's the concern.
Um, the defense as a whole, Bob. I mean, this team is a different team than it was before they came back, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
And to me, it's just like the chemistry is not there, and it's very disturbing if you look at the last four games, and you called it on your recap last night. Basically, we've been shut out. I mean,
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
you really count that goal by Luosterainen last night?
I mean, that was
I don't. I mean, it's a
no.
goal.
Right.
Shows up in the box score, but
I mean that counts less than if they put it in themselves. You know what I mean? At least if they put it in themselves, we were doing something around the net to maybe make them do something stupid. That goal was just, I mean, the effort level we didn't deserve the. Well, I don't know if I would say we didn't deserve the goal. We did hit the post three times in the first half of the game, but um, I don't know what Chucky's ice time was last night. But I know that for those of you who didn't watch that video, and this is not the only thing wrong with the team, but after the Boston game, since the Boston game, Kachuk has played less than 17 minutes more times than he did the entire year last season. So either he got hurt or something like that in that Boston game, or something else is going on. And the one other thing, Stu, that I didn't even talk about, we haven't even mentioned. We're seeing Ekblad Montour, but don't forget Bennett came back too. And I mean, you would nobody in their right mind would look at any team on paper and say with those three guys come back, you're going to get worse,
yeah,
right? I mean, nobody did, but that's what's and Kachuk's play, his points have fallen off a cliff. He was still more than a point a game before they all came back, and since then, it's now worse. He was at 1 point every three games, and after last night, obviously, it would have gotten worse. I can't make heads or tails of it. They look completely. I don't. You know how, like, I always use these analogies, but you know how, like, if you're in a relationship and you see some things going on from your partner and you just don't want it to be true. I don't want it to be true what they all told me, what the Jets fans, excuse me, and the Canes fans told me when we got Maurice about how we were going to play and then how we were going to get worn out and then how we were going to play. But I cannot deny that the scenario that they all laid out for what was going to happen to the guys is exactly what's happening. So when I really wrap it up, I really genuinely feel like they played those first 20, 25 games, whatever it was. They got themselves into second place, and they think
That's it.
I think they think they're going to just coast the rest of the way to the playoffs and then turn it back on. It's what it looks like to me.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't. So, how about them Dolphins? I know.
This is a video where the two of us, I mean, I could speak for myself. I don't really know what else to say.
No, I know. I'm there with you. It's just like the 2 games was bad enough.
Right? The shutout games.
It's like, okay, there's our bump in the road. And then we beat the crap out of Edmonton, and you're like, okay, all right. But what the freaking hell is this garbage?
And we actually played the first couple of periods in Calgary pretty good, except we didn't put the puck in the net.
And that's the thing, man.
And then we had a brain fart that cost us the game. But last night, I mean, just like Seattle game, where was the effort last night?
When's the last time we saw some?
And what I don't understand, which, again, every time I see it happening, I shake my head. Why do we have to pass, that extra pass on 2-on-1s or when someone's in front, shoot the puck.
Oh,
Shoot the puck. Nick Paul scored a goal with 1 minute and 13 seconds last night. Tampa beat the Knights.
The Knights.
Where, and I don't even know who took the shot, but he took the shot from the right side. Goalie made a pad save.
Yep.
And Nick Paul from a wide angle just popped in the rebound because the goalie couldn't get over.
Right. Well, when their goals, the first couple goals on rebounds like that, at least one of them was where Bob made the save and then the rebound came out and but it's just
again, the word is disgust.
Yeah.
Should have beat Calgary.
Yeah.
Should have beat St. Louis.
Yeah.
Now we go in tomorrow against the Knights, who have our number. I mean, it's probably a good time to put a bet down on the Panthers because you watch, we'll find a way to beat them tomorrow. Nah, I don't like. I said the same thing about Edmonton. I didn't think we were going to beat Edmonton.
Right.
When we came up, but let's get back to this whole theory, or I should say, what you were told by Winnipeg fans and Canes fans. I don't see the Panthers playing that aggressive rock'em sock'em game either.
No.
I mean, you could make the point that, I agree. If their bodies were all ravaged with bruises and whatnot because they're throwing the bot, but they're not doing that either.
Right.
So I don't know whether it was Paul, shout out to Paul, or Paul Z, or Tom last night. I think it might have been, I don't know, one of you guys, forgive me, said maybe we just overhyped last year because we overachieved. We did finish a wild card. Okay, we beat Boston, which that had to be just a major shot of adrenaline that just carried over into Toronto, which carried over into Carolina, and then of course we had that 10-day layoff. So the adrenaline wore off and we came back to reality and kind of showed our true colors, even though we had injuries, granted, but we still didn't play like anywhere near the intensity against Vegas that we played in those previous series. So
Right.
I don't know. So maybe we were overhyped this year.
I
I
don't
don't
know,
know, but
man.
I'm really at a loss this morning, and I don't know what the fix is.
Well, part of the fix is figuring out, and this is a small part, but um, how come every time Barkov or Lundell gets sick, they're out for 2 weeks? We could start there because Lundell defensively, we definitely need
Yeah,
need
you
that.
made a good point there. That's disturbing. That's disturbing
Yeah,
that they're out so long,
right.
and it's knock wood, it's a miracle that Barkov's not. We don't read that Barkov's out and he's caught whatever Lundell has.
Right. And I don't understand why if I mean, why can't we just throw Sordif or Samiskevich out there if guys are sick? Because Maurice talking about he's got guys that, should play, but they're not feeling great. It's like why not throw a kid out there for a game or two to get some juice, get some energy flowing, get something going. Um
Or send this kid Lockwood down and bring up
Yeah. Well, that's what I
Samaskevich.
mean. So,
Yep.
yeah, it's just like, why are we throwing him out there if Gadjevich is sick? Let Sordif get a game or two. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. I mean, we had called him up. We had called him up to in case somebody couldn't go, and then so and Lockwood don't bring anything. I mean, there's fourth line guys, and then there's guys that are just a pair of skates out there, and he's kind of just a pair of skates. He's just a body.
Same thing
And
with Lawrence.
yeah, not been. Yeah, no, we need with Lundell out. It's kind of like with Bennett out. With Lundell out, it screws up the whole dynamic of where guys should be. Excuse me. I do feel like Stenlund could be a capable 3C, but not. But we need him at 4C. You know. So, but then there's just more than that, man. I mean, it's just like okay, we hit the post a few times. Um, what do we have? The one power play that
But
was
there
just
were many other opportunities where we didn't put it in the right spot. Like you said, a lot of
right.
shots end up in the goalie's gut,
Right.
But that's it. You could tell. You don't score, the other team comes back and they score.
Yeah.
Just remember, they had one called back
Uh-huh.
that was just offside by that much.
Just barely. Right. No.
So
I don't know, man. It's you look at it. Hey AJ, good morning, buddy. The concerning parts start really adding up. And Maurice was talking about they were going to make some adjustments and everything like that. I didn't see anything.
yeah, he made an adjustment. He went to his desperation move and put Chucky up with Barkov and Reinhardt.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's his tweaking things up.
Right. Right. No,
Listen,
look.
a major problem is on defense right now, and I'm telling you, neither one are playing anywhere near what we thought they would play after a few games. I mean,
Right.
they both suck. Montour and Egghead suck.
I gotta believe. I hope Montour's sick. We'll put it that way,
I
because
know you said
the
that.
efforts that I saw last night, I've never seen him play a game like that. I mean, Montour has his faults, but effort is not one. And last night, any guy that had the puck, he's backing off, waving the stick like Yandel. Like what the hell is this crap? So, and Maurice ain't gonna tell us who's sick, who's not, whatever. But something them falling off a cliff like this times out at the same time as Lundell and Gadjevich getting sick. So on one hand, I kind of got to feel like there's a bunch of guys out there that shouldn't be playing. And on the other hand, I mean, if Montour's sick, What did Matt Kierstead die? Is Lucas Carlson still with the team, or did we lose him?
Belinkus.
I mean, did we got guys? And I'm not saying that those guys are better, but it might be better than throwing somebody out there that's got 101 fever and is gutting it out. You know what I mean? If that's what it is. So,
You know what pisses me off?
Flames and the Blues, man.
What pisses me off and what pissed me off back in the day when Yandel was going for his streak, no matter how bad he played, no matter how stupid penalties he took, coaching, they just played him.
Right.
I'm saying the same thing with number 5. If Maurice was smart and he wanted to send that particular player a message, he would move Larson up with Forsling.
Right.
like he had in the beginning of the year. That first pair was great. And send that other player down to the third pair. And basically you're saying to him, well, earn your number 1 spot. You're supposed to be a superstar. You're playing like crap. He's contributing 0.
They're all contributing 0. I mean, Kachuk is at 1 point per 3 games since they came back. I mean, that's what is that? That's not even a 30-point pace in the last 16 games. And it wasn't like he was kicking, he was just at a point over a game before, and it was mainly assists, but now the assists have completely dried up.
Yeah. I said it a week ago. Pretty much the only scoring is Reinhart and Verhaeghe.
Yeah. I mean, Barkov's got a few. It just doesn't feel that way because his goals don't tend to be like, he gets his goals. I think he's got 10 or 11 goals. I mean, he's that's what he is. He's a 30 to 40 goal guy. He gets it real quietly, but it's not flashy. He doesn't go on the huge streaks. So it's just not noticeable. But you look at his numbers at the end of the year, and he's got 35, 40 goals, or close to 40 anyway.
I'm sorry. This is an argument that we've had for many, many years with Barkov. A leader leads. And in times like this, where the team is just down and playing poorly, the captain needs to step up and set the example.
I mean, you're not wrong, but where the hell is Kachuk? Where the hell is the dude scoring in overtime, waving at the team? Come on, let's get off the ice. Where the hell is that guy? Where's the where's his shadow? I don't even know if he's a shadow.
There's something going on there, but he doesn't wear the C.
I mean, I get it. Hey, good morning, Dylan. I mean, you're not technically wrong, but on this team, the way this team is structured, the rah getting the guys going when they're. I mean, that's why Zito went and got him.
Yeah, I agree.
That element, you know what I mean? Otherwise, you just got Huberto and Huberto.
They're just the whole team is lacking that rah energy, the energy that we've seen in the past.
Yeah, and
the whole team.
Yeah, no, exactly, and that's the whole thing.
I like how you finally called Rodriguez out for the puck hog that he is. Reminds me just like Vinny Trocheck, skating around
without the goals.
Yeah, skating around and trying to make the perfect play and fucking it up time and time again.
Yeah.
Not scoring. It's Vinny 2.0.
Right.
But what's wild is, at the beginning of the season, we were like, wow, he's the answer to our prayers. We finally have a third wheel on the Barkov line to, solidify, the Barkov-Reinhart connection. But you see how quick that went out the window.
Yeah. Oh, man. So, it's a mess right now.
It's a shit show.
Right. And we got Vegas at home, and it's a Saturday afternoon too, which
Yeah.
is it's like, I mean, oh man, I don't know. I mean, they're gonna have to if they were still sick from the Canadian trip, maybe finally being home in the warmth long enough will get these guys healthy enough. Apparently, yesterday Anton Lundell skated for like 30 minutes with the team and then left.
See,
So
that's what I think happened. You live in 80-degree everyday weather. You live in warmth. Your body gets acclimated to
right,
and then you go up to the north where it's cold. You're
yeah,
definitely susceptible to getting sick,
yeah.
just from. And who knows? You're right.
But again,
Who knows how many guys are actually sick
right, right.
where they probably could use a day or two of rest.
Right. No, I mean, I either Brandon Montour just played the worst game of his life just because, or he's sick because that was so unlike him last night.
Well,
And
he hasn't been that much better in the other games, bro.
no, but
Okay.
effort wise, results is one thing, but effort wise, there was none of him skating the puck up quickly into the zone, trying to make things happen. Defensively, he was terrible last night. And the other thing is they showed they showed a close up of Barkov at some point. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, maybe it's my imagination, but the dude's eyes look glassy as hell. You know what I mean? And we know how often he gets these bugs. So I don't know, man. I'm trying not to make excuses for him, but when I look at what's happened to their play, and Lundell and Gadjevich can't even get back out on the ice, I have a feeling because Maurice is trying to play it coy. I have a feeling, end of the season or some point, you know what I mean, long past when it's done and over with, you'll hear from Randy or something like that. We'll hear, yeah, half the team was sick, man. They were thrown up in the locker room before the game. I just, the, I'm hoping that's what it is. It would explain it. It certainly would explain it because, I mean, come on, man. 2 weeks ago, we were like, these are the guys. We feel good. We don't need any changes. These that were good. They're playing. I mean, they were playing that system to perfection. Every game was 2-1, 3-2, and we were winning. And I don't know, man. I mean, either they ran out of gas, or they're coasting and thinking they're just going to coast into the playoffs, or they got a bunch of guys just gutting it out sick. But even that excuse, it's like, well, why not? But we got other guys. You know what I mean? We got some young guys at the AHL who supposedly were going to get games at the NHL level this year. We got guys, I mean, just wasting away in the AHL in terms of defensively. Did we lose Lucas Carlson? Why is my brain trying to remind me that we lost Lucas Carlson at some point? Every time I want to bring him up, the other half of my brain is saying,
I
no,
don't think so. I
I
think
don't.
you made a point of telling me when he went on waivers, something's wrong with him because nobody grabbed him.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. If we lost him, somebody remind me. I don't remember losing him, but my morning brain is like, no, bro, we lost him. So I don't. I'm playing with myself. I don't want to give out bad information and bitch about something when the dude's not on the team anymore. But I remember something, but I can't remember what it is. I think you might be right. So what do you want? It's early, and this is just frustrating as hell, man. It's just. They got to be sick. I mean, I don't know what else
Well,
to say.
listen, January is usually the kiss of death month for us. It started early.
Right,
Hopefully it will end early.
right.
But this season is, I mean, it's amazing that we're still where we are right now in the standings, but that's going to change pretty quickly.
Yeah. Well, Tampa,
Tampa's got 37 points.
right.
Where are we at 37 points?
We're 38. We're
Okay.
38.
Okay.
All right. So AJ says he's still with us. That's what I thought, but I don't. The other half of my anxiety brain was going off like, don't say that, don't say that. I'm like, what are you talking about? The voices in my head. I don't know what to tell you. That'd be the next book. That'd be the second book. The voices in my head. somebody on last night's recap. I haven't had a chance to answer the question. They want to know why there's a flamingo in the video. I'm like, oh man, you got an hour for this story?
So we got Vegas tomorrow, and then
Yeah.
we have to go up to Tampa,
Oh, and then the Rangers, right?
and then we come back for the Rangers. Yeah,
I
and then Montreal the next day.
mean, they
So
have,
the next 3 games, bro.
yeah.
So this could be
It's going to go one of two ways. It's going to go one of two ways. Either they're going to flip that other switch, and we'll be sitting here going, "Holy crap, man!" After losing, and they just beat the crap out, right? Or we'll be sitting here singing, "Well, how do you guys like the view from fifth place?" Because that's
yeah.
where
We've just lost 6 in a row.
right. Hey, JDR, how you doing, bud? Yeah, it was bad.
Well, I'm worried about the latter.
I mean, look, Jekyll and Hyde. Maybe they're just getting all of the. Oh, by the way, could you explain? Because a couple people asked, have we decided which team is Jekyll and which team is Hyde?
Yeah, Dr. Jekyll's the good doctor. That's when the team plays good.
Gotcha.
And Mr. Hyde is the
Last
ugly ass. We suck. You know what?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Last thing I'll say is it's a hypothetical. What's the other word? I can't think this one. When's the last time anybody saw Sam Bennett hit somebody? I'll wait. I mean, usually he's good for a couple hits a game, right? I usually at least twice per night. I'm like, damn, Bennett just leveled that guy. All right, Bennett, take it easy. Don't get a penalty. You know what I mean? Nothing. I ain't calling anybody's name.
Yeah, like I said, they're not even banging bodies. Like they just seem out of sync. Things are not the bounces, puck luck, whatever you want to call it. You make your own. Just things are not happening like they were. There's just a bad vibe going on right now.
I'll check with an astrologer and see if something happened on the day on the first day that we got shut out and see when it ends. That's where if this goes on much longer. That's what we're going to be reduced to is checking with astrologers and psychics to see maybe we need an exorcist. I don't know. It's the ghost of Christmas past. That's what this is.
Now listen, Aiden Hill was put on IR yesterday.
Like how long? Well, look, I don't like. You know what? I not. This is not directed at you, but I don't care.
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
Aiden Hill was like their fourth or fifth guy, and he won the freaking cup. It's like
the point I was trying to make is, he really stuck it to us in the playoffs. So we don't have to go against him tomorrow. So
look at the dudes we went through to last night. Who was that guy? I mean,
yeah,
he had like a 6-something save percentage. That might be an exaggeration, but you get the point. It's just like, I mean, I could go out there and stop most of those shots because I'm going to die because they hit me in the ribs all night long. It's like, stop hitting me in the stomach. But it's as bad as it can be. Hopefully, what would be nice is we're sitting here around Valentine's Day and we're saying, damn, man, remember how bad we were playing around Christmas? I mean, hopefully
we're having a bad dream.
Right. Yeah, Ryan.
No, we didn't even mention, and I'll just say it quickly because it really didn't affect us other than the fact that the referees missed that high stick on Bennett.
Yeah.
With the referees, basically both of them looking at the play.
Yeah, they were just watching it. Yeah.
So, but you can't even use the referees as an excuse.
I don't want the power play anyway.
We have 2 lines. The third and fourth line are for shit right now. You're right. Lundell makes a big difference, not necessarily scoring, but definitely
Right.
defensively.
Yeah.
And the dynamic of the line combos.
Yeah. Yeah. It is. Ugh.
So there's nothing. Listen, we went a half
I
an
know.
hour.
I know. Yeah, I know. It's we're fine. It's good.
There's no reason to stretch this out any longer. It's like
Yeah. Oh,
Chinese water torture. So
it is, dude. I'm streaming these games. We're staying up till 1 o'clock in the morning calling shutouts. Okay. I mean, I have empathy now for Billy and Randy when we're like, guys, come on, stop, shut. It's just like we're not scoring. We got 2 goals in 4 in the last 5 games. Come on.
that's the
And the 1
upsetting
goal
thing.
last night is like, you're like, wait, what? How? We didn't even see it on camera because the puck is supposed to go. I don't even know how that happened. So it's bad. It's as bad as it's been. I mean, but we lost 4 out of 5. I'm sure last year we can go back and look and say we lost 4 out of 5 somewhere. Hell, we lost 4 straight at that one point.
Yeah.
So I'm calling it now. 7-3 Panthers over Vegas on Saturday afternoon. We're gonna explode like a teenage boy that just got back from basic training.
That would be nice.
Yeah, that's.
I just would take the win.
I no. I want to. It's Vegas. I don't care if they win the next 3. If they lose the next 3. I just want to. Just some bad shit I want to say. We're gonna close the video right now because I need sleep.
Okay, bro.
Kyle dragged me all over the place yesterday. I had to do the gym and do the Christmas food shopping and all of that. And I'm dragging ass this morning. And these games with this team ain't been helping. It's just not fun. It's fun, but it's not. It's just Jesus Christ. I'm going to bed. All right. Remember, for those of you who are members, which is like almost all of you at this point, there's no podcast today. There's no podcast Christmas. So everybody enjoy the Christmas. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, all of the other things, whatever you celebrate. Happy Eggplant Day.
Egghead.
He'll always be eggplant to me. It's gonna roll off the tongue for years before I could get to the egghead part. It just rolls off the tongue. So, yeah, don't kill somebody. Yeah, exactly, JDR. Yeah, Merry Christmas. All right, everybody. Hey, by the way, I'm getting depressed. This is going to be the last, and I don't mean this directly at the 6 of you who are watching, but if y'all don't start watching the Bill Zito videos, I'm going to stop doing them because each one has gotten less and less and less views. And it's fucking depressing. I'm going to be straight with you. I've been doing this for 8 years. It's got like 100 views. I put it out yesterday afternoon. If you don't think it's funny, that's fine. I'll bring the skits over to the football channel. That's the kind of mood I'm in. Merry Christmas.
Have a good one. I got to go.